Sorry if that was mildly offensive. Hi everybody, it's a Tuesday and welcome to Dan's live show where for the next hour we're going to have some, in-depth conversations about life, the world, relatable memes, Dan is not on fire content, and probably discuss dog breeds at some point. So I hope you're ready and you're strapped in, because here we go. I just want to say before you watch this video, are you comfortable? Just take a minute to make sure you're well hydrated. Get a glass of water. I'm here with my purple water. I'm concerned about my daily levels of sugar/aspartame intake because of this. I mean, I feel like I drink a lot of water, but I drink a lot of water that's like assisted with this, and maybe that's a lot. I don't really know. Hi everybody. So make sure you got a snack, you got a drink, that you're physically comfortable, and yeah, let's have a nice hour together. I'll quickly share this with other people on the internet. Did I spell my name right? Probably not. Dan, you look blue today. That's funny because you're talking about the monitor reflection, but it sounds like you're just saying I look sad. So thanks for that. I'm not sad right now. Thank you very much. I'm fine. I'm actually, as you'll have just seen from the tweet that I posted, I just went for a jog. What? Slow the hell down. Who are you? Yeah, that's right. Your boy Danny just went for a cheeky bit of exercise. What are you going to do? Were you ready for that? No. We're 3 minutes into the live show, and here we are. I'm just, surpassing all of your expectations, betraying you. You don't even know who I am anymore. I'm changing so quickly. I'm ill, said Maddie. We don't have time to care about your feelings. It's not about you. It's about me and me running. That's right. You need to rebrand, said Potato Lester. as what? Dan. But now, I mean, come on. I did the jogging last year. That wasn't even... Remember when me and Phil posted that jogging selfie? Where was I? I'll try and find it on Instagram. I'm like, just gonna take a moment to think about this. Was that 1 year ago or 2 years ago? Let's find out. So I'm scrolling through... Oh god, the same angle in every selfie. I need to just learn to hold photos differently. Oh my god, no. No, don't tell me. Oh my god, it was, wasn't it? That's so worrying. I posted this photo on Instagram that you can't see because it's like so bright. Excusez-moi, I'll turn it down for you. There you go. Look at that. Yep, Dan and Phil jogging. That was indeed in 2015. That was... So, when we're talking about Dan and, changing his life and that consistent exercise, no. The last time Dan exercised was apparently 2015. What should I call it? Dan, it's sweaty and sensual. There we go. That's appropriate. Is that going to make people click off this on YouTube? I'm sorry if you've watched... I mean, is anybody even watching this on YouTube? Never mind Tumblr or anything. I don't even know. Well, there we go. Thank you for joining me. Now, let's discuss the most important thing that's happened in the world this week, which is obviously... Oh my god! I came back with a video. Shut up! And it wasn't even a tag. Last night, very late, I uploaded a new Dan is Not on Fire video called My Evil Piano Teacher. Now, for some of you guys that are maybe new to watching these hour-long videos from YouTube or Tumblr or something, and I'm part of the cool cats that are on YouNow, link in description, people on YouTube watching this, if you go to the YouTube video link on Tumblr, there's a link, YouNow, that's where I'm interacting with people on chat. You can click on it on your website, on the desktop, or download the app if you want. They will have heard of this before, because this is an idea that I had in my mysterious and infinite video idea notepad file, which has all of Dan is Not on Fire for probably like the next 10 years, I don't even know, already written out. And whether I make like a video all comes down to whether I feel at any given moment that it's the right time to birth that idea. And after a long and painful session of labour, which I posted a photo of on every website, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and also on the YouTube community tab earlier, if you guys see that on YouTube, where Phil walked into our office and saw me just lying on the floor. There I am, that's me under a blanket just lying on the floor. That was me thinking really hard about what to make a video about. Yep. Is Dan having a full mental breakdown / existential crisis? Nope, not quite. He's just trying to think of a funny video idea, which is maybe the same thing. I don't even know. Meg Lester Yuri tipped 100 bars. Wow, thank you. And Katie, all the people sending me those big tipping jar pop-ups. I see you. I appreciate you. Thanks. I hope had a good day today, said Howley Days in the first message I'll read. Okay, are you saying I had a good day, or you had a good day, or just saying I hope had a good day, that you hope everyone in the world had a good day? Because that's a very kind and thoughtful attitude. And you're a good person, and there need to be more people like you in the world. I mean, statistically, there's no way. I mean, lots of people probably had terrible days. I'd say probably 1 million people somewhere had the worst day of their life. Probably. But yeah, so there we go. Who's in the box today? Let me say hi. We have Kristen Collins, Gianella Houter, Hayat Dana, Heidi Cook, I Am Snowed Under, Laura Ann Marie, Sabrina Green, GGV, Carrie Ann Sandberg, Mother Mango, and Wonderfully Rachel. Alright, up there. So, what did you think of the piano teacher video? So, usually, YouTubers, obviously, kind of over-exaggerated YouTuber meme. YouTuber has their teeth cleaned video. My dentist literally murdered me! Good, 10 out of 10. Wow, 10 out of 10. Thank you for that review. I'm waiting for one person in the chat to say it was shit. Lena said it was aight. There we go. I'll take that. Hey, Daddy. Hey, Andrea. There we go. All this positive. Oh, wait. Go back. Who's this hoe that said they didn't watch it? Sort your life. Are you telling me you have any kind of priority that isn't watching a 9-minute long YouTube video? By the way, I'm obviously not doing this YouTube thing, right? I mean, if everybody's trying to desperately squeeze out their content so that it's 10 minutes and 1 second, then I am getting it wrong, uploading all these 9-minute videos, aren't I? Oh no. So, yeah, unlike all the over-exaggerating YouTubers, there was not even one aspect of that video that I uploaded last night that was even remotely exaggerated. Not even a single joke was even slightly exaggerated. If anything, I made it sound a bit funny when really it's just a quite depressing story of somebody being really mean to a child that's trying to express an interest in something. So is that a good thing? I'm not sure. But here's to hoping that you had a nice cheeky giggle at the thought of me suffering. Your bed sheets. It's not the bed sheet, it's just that giant wolf Stark throw that I bought for the end of my bed that is now fully over it, because I was cold AF. So I was intensely wrapped up in it. Indeed, my math teacher was like your piano teacher. Yeah, I asked people to leave a comment under the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can just go do this right now, because I'm going to read some later today. A comment under my evil piano teacher video, telling me about their teacher stories. And a lot of people were like, "Aww, this reminded me of my teacher, except I loved my teacher. He was really wholesome and encouraging, and now I'm an amazing pianist." And I'm like, Okay, like, I technically said you should leave a comment if you have, like, an inspiring teacher story, but that's not, I was just saying that to be nice and positive. What I was hoping for was just something so harrowing and terrible that it would actually make me feel better. So, for everybody that commented on my YouTube video in the last 24 hours, you get a C, because you were being far too nice. I really just needed to see terrifying, comments about things that would make me feel better about my traumatizing experience. Oh Hey Destiny said, "My grandma is meaner than your piano teacher. She tells me I'm a disappointment every day." Oh, who cares? What does she know? That's what I'm like all the time. Someone will say something and I'll be like, they're going to be dead, it doesn't matter. And then the person will be like, damn, that person's 10 years younger than you. So, I'll be dead too, hopefully. Then nothing will matter. Am I right? Furiously drinks Ribena. My grandma is a piano teacher, says Brooklyn. Conflict of interest. How'd you deal with that one? I don't know. How was the jog, Dan? Did you have a selfie with anyone? No, I didn't. Phil. Phil went for a jog the other day. He obviously kicked it off. I'm only jogging myself to be competitive with him, obviously. And as he was looking like a sweaty rat jogging up the road, someone was like, "Oh my god, amazing Phil, can we have a selfie?" And Phil, being, you know, a polite bean, was like, "Of course." I bet internally he was like, Why? Why now? Why not when I'm, like, dressed and in a snazzy dinner jacket, ready to go mingle with my friends on a formal occasion, but no, full-on rat. And he was like, "But it's okay, because this random person will post the selfie and nobody will notice," and then all of you guys were like, "Wow, it's Phil jogging," and it got to the point where all of those, like, teen magazine things were like, "Listicle, Phil Lester went for a jog, trending news." Yup. There we go. That's cool. Say hi to Abby and Anya. Hello, Abby and Anya, you A squad. Get some words in your name that aren't A's. You know what I was trying to say there. I'm skipping my math class to watch this. Phoenix, human after my own heart. Forget that maths thing, unless it's a piano lesson, in which case do the math, because it's much less terrifying than anything else. Stranger Things Season 2, said Ola. Yeah, that's a thing. Did you see the trailer? I love that in previous years I used to be like, maybe I'll actually watch the Super Bowl game a bit to see what people are talking about. And then in other years I was like, actually, I'll watch the adverts as well, because, like, Super Bowl adverts are like a thing, even though I'm getting, like, brainwashed by the capitalist system that our society lives in. This year I was just like, no, I'm just Lady Gaga, and then I'm out. I just can't be bothered. Mavis said drums are easier than piano. They are. I can second that. I never had drum lessons, but I'm a better drummer than I am a pianist. Insert penis. Thank you, George, for saying insert penis into the chat there. That was quick. I'm skipping philosophy, said somebody. Don't skip. I mean, this is obviously a philosophy class for idiots that have spent 5 minutes on Google. How was your day today? I hope good. Thanks, Vaz Rosie PML. Was, you know, went for a jog. And, yep, my legs hurt now. That's my day. Millie Soft Howl says, "Does Phil usually help you film vids?" We've gotten into a thing where if we're doing little sketches, we used to, like, drag around a tripod, and that's just such a pain in the ass. Like, I can say this from experience, that just being a performer is so much easier than being any kind of creative YouTuber that makes things independently, because when you have to be, like, the writer of the content and, you know, essentially the director of the content, and you have to set up the camera and the lights and the sound and then do it, it's, oh my god, it takes so long. I'm like, now it's time to be the grandma. Half an hour later of damn moving a camera. So it's much easier to be like, Phil, can you hold the camera for me? And he's like, ugh. So yeah, whenever we film videos, we usually just go like, please help, and the other person's like, why? Which is the sign of a good friendship. Helping them, but never, you know, helpfully helping them. You really have to moan and make it seem like you're doing something incredibly painful and unnecessary. You can't just, like, be a good friend. You really have to make it seem like they're the worst person in the entire world for even offering. But when, oh my god, so there's a bit in the video, which I'm sure you've seen, where I'm knocking at the front door, pretending to be my evil piano teacher visiting me, and Phil gets, like, reasonable amounts of anxiety about, like, neighbours, or just generally interacting with people or going outside, but specifically neighbours and not wanting to, like, be weird or anything like that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stand outside dressed as an old lady and repeatedly knock on the door in a weird voice. And Phil was like, okay, I guess we're doing this, and we was like, we have to do this as quickly as possible, get in and out before anyone spots us and it's weird, and then they judge us forever. Which you can relate, because, I mean, like, it's weird, right? They judge you forever. But I just had to knock on this door and go, hello! And we just kept laughing. And it took like 10 minutes. I swear to God. And it was like a mini bit of the photo booth challenge, which infamously took about 400 hours to upload because we were laughing and dying while editing it. Just that bit of the video, I was just sat there just like dribbling out of my mouth. It's just so weird. Like, what even am I? Your piano teacher video was so pure, it made me so sad, said Dan Howell JK. Then I'm doing my job. I'm taking piano lessons because of you. Wow, said Ginger. If something so shitty can inspire you, then you should just go out and seek like amazing, talented people, and then you'll go on and like become the CEO of Apple or something. Louise's video said, "Weird girl Juliet." Yeah, that was the thing. Louise, sprinkle of glit. That's I'm not gonna say that again. Who might be watching this? Who knows? Like, what's she doing with her evenings? Made a video with Marcus Butler where they sexed people. And this involved me getting a random text from Marcus Butler, like, quite late at night. And let me just see what it says. Shouldn't take long to find it, seeing as I have no friends and no one wants to talk to me. He texted me saying, "OMG, I want to lick you till you explode," with a bunch of sexually suggestive emojis. Now, for about 30 seconds, really got my hopes up. And then was like, it's a funny YouTube video. So I was like, I'll post it. Obviously, I deleted my first reply, which was like, time and place, you've got abs, can I keep my t-shirt on, but let's do this. And then wrote like a funny one that was like, I think I've got too many calories for you to lick or whatever. So that was funny. You can check out that. I played Guitar Hero the other day, said Noelle. That's cool. Guitar Hero is a fun game. Video idea, you and Phil paint your nails. Yes, that's the kind of quality content that, honestly, like, other YouTubers can just do whatever they want, and you'd think I could, but honestly, the people on Dan Is Not On Fire are like, I have a quality threshold, that whatever, because I'm sure most of you, you watch these live shows, you watch the second channel or whatever, but because I felt this need to, at least attempt to make what I think is almost kind of interesting content on Dan Is Not On Fire, a lot of people have subscribed to it under the impression that that's always what they'll get. And I see them in the comments, and they're like, I'm waiting, Dan. The moment you upload a video that's not whatever, then I'm just going to come for you. So it's good to know that, like I said in my diss track video, I am terrified, and then I'm constantly reminded by the comments that perhaps I should be, according to some people. It's too true. Talk about dab, says the YouTube chat. I've just got the YouTube chat going menthol over here. Look at that going. Hello, YouTube chat. How you doing? Tyler on drugs, and Ali, and Frisky Whiskey, and Johnny John, and Bob Ricky, David XO, Andrea Lama. Hi, people in the YouTube chat. Wow, I should really... Would it be better if I made it so that people could only comment once a minute? Or is it just fun being a complete train wreck waterfall? I'm not sure. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you should click on the link in the description if you actually want to talk to me. Wow. And then the best thing about doing these live shows now on Tumblr and YouTube is that, like, 10 minutes after I stop the stream, it's just like a weird black box on YouTube, and the chat just keeps going, so people are there like, woo! Woo! Can't even read my comment party! Yeah, let's go! And I've been gone for like 3.5 hours, like no one's even there. No one cares. That's real. Dan, are you singing City of Stars? I am. It's the song stuck in my head today. Indeed. La La Lang. Catchy soundtrack. Indeed. Did you like Denver? Was Denver the really high place? Am I right? No, it was kind of scenic, and then I couldn't breathe and couldn't wait to get out as soon as possible. But that's just because of my fitness. It doesn't say anything about your lovely town of high altitudes, if I'm talking about the right thing. I hope I am. Have you heard of Oddworld Inhabitants, said Cynthia. Yeah, Oddworld, mate. Abe's Odyssey, one of my favourite video games of all time. It's one of the first... I was like 6, and my dad bought a PlayStation 1, and we went to game, and he bought Final Fantasy VII, Tomb Raider, Abe's Odyssey, and Klonoa, Door to Phantomile. Tomb Raider was scary as shit, and I watched my dad play it, and it's actually hard and a complete train wreck of a game. It's just such a traumatizing experience. It's like, she moves like a tank with her complete triangle boobs, and you're like walking into a wall with the camera freaking out behind you, and then this bear just attacks you, and I'm like, ah! But yeah, Abe's Odyssey, it's an incredible game, fictional universe about a dystopian alternate reality, which is a kind of like a comment on capitalism and fascism and things, and it's really creepy and good, and yeah, that's cool. They're doing a new thing. There's a little ARG happening at the moment. That's cool. Please no screaming. Sorry. Rest in peace in advance, headphone users. Are you getting the new Zelda game? Yeah, I am. I'm slightly like overwhelmed by it. Is it going to be too big? As if that's something to complain about. Yeah, it looks amazing. If you don't know, Zelda, Link, game, Nintendo, new Nintendo console, Switch, game, Breath of the Wild, coming out when it comes at some point. It looks like super aesthetic, cel-shaded, soft colours, not quite pastel, but you know, it looks very soft and relaxing, and I think it would be very therapeutic to play. So, yeah, that's cool. Are you looking forward to the Final Fantasy VII Remake? I kind of am in theory, but I don't know if they'll be able to do it justice, because I don't feel like... Okay, side rant, Dan's 2-minute self-indulgent rant that no one will understand. The best Japanese things that I've enjoyed are the ones where the Japanese creators have quite a Western sense of humour. So, Final Fantasy VII, it wasn't like sissy J-pop rubbish. Not that I think that. I'm all for the weeb trash. But it was like sarcastic, and there was swearing, and it was edgy, and there was like sex in it, and it was like Final Fantasy VII was very Western sense of humor. It was very adult, and it was amazing. Cowboy Bebop, the anime, very Western sense of humor style, and it's so good. I feel like when Japanese people that are infatuated with American culture make art, it generally makes this incredible stuff. But I feel like all those people that worked for Square Enix have kind of departed now, and then you're left with things like Final Fantasy XIII, which I liked. Don't hate me, but it's... So I you know, maybe they'll be able to do it, but I don't know. It's quite a big task, isn't it? You're giving me a reason to smile. Thanks, thank you, Lena. Do a little smile. They say that smiling forces you to be happy by like fake releasing endorphins. So no matter where you are, let's all do this right now. Let's all do a deep breath. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And again, do it with me. And now go like this. Everything's fine. There we go. I mean, did that like make you feel better, or did it merely bring your spiraling life heading towards an inevitable crash and burn, like down one gear? Maybe. I'm not really sure. So, yep, that's a cool thing. Dan, shut up. Talk about Phil's birthday. Okay, Troy. Jesus. Did you know it was Phil's birthday last week? I do. Because it's never ending. Honestly, it's been like the week of Phil's birthday. Good for him, you know, like whatever. Small Bean deserves all the treat, whatever. But seriously, like we went out for a meal where he posted that Instagram of the really delicious dessert that was like amazing. And then we went up north with Phil's brother and Cornelia and saw some friends, went for some walks, had some meals, he got loads of presents, and then you'd think it's over, but we're going out for another meal with some other people tomorrow. Phil's birthday is just this never-ending event. I'm like, should I kill Phil? I'm getting a bit tired of it by now. I think Phil's getting a bit tired of it by now. There's just so much cardboard in our house from all the unboxing. Say hi to the new school Phil group chat. See, that sounds wholesome until I learn about what you talk about. Can you give me a new bio, please? Says Deet is not on fire. Deet, isn't that like some intense mosquito spray? I accidentally packed some of that once and it leaked in my suitcase, and then I had to throw away all my clothes because all of my clothes were covered in this incredibly toxic mosquito repellent. Good times! Your bio could be, I caused Dan to go on a boring rant for 2 minutes. Life goals. Pastel merch. Interesting request, said Sophia. My 18th birthday's in 2 days. What advice do you have? Where do you live? Like, what can you do legally now? Whatever that is, you should think about how all your friends are pressuring you to do that and maybe consider it, but also not care and just like eat a lot of cake that you like of some kind. Yeah. Hi Dan, I'm meeting my internet BFF today. Oh, that's awesome. You met friends on the internet. That's good, you know, we can all meet friends on the internet, and hopefully you Skype to them at some point, so it's not a creepy old man. Yeah, it's actually Safer Internet Day today, So there we go. Don't get groomed by any molesters, and use a VPN so that the NSA can't track your weird kinks. There we go. Talk in German, I dare you. Nein! Meine Deutsch ist kaputt. My piano teacher made me cry. Oh, Samantha, you relate. That's, So many people say that. I don't even... Is your wrist and knee okay? Says me. Okay, oh god, this was a thing. Right, so, went on a walk up north during Phil's birthday time, and I don't have any walking shoes. Obviously, I don't have any walking shoes. I don't walk. I sit on the internet and then look at listicles that tell me about how a sedentary lifestyle will give you every kind of fatal disease when I'm 40, and then go, I should do something about that, and then inevitably don't move. By walking shoes, I mean ones that have, like, good, like, traction, grip, or whatever. But no, the ones that I took with me were my completely flat zip shoes that I wore in Tatanov, you know, the completely flat zip shoes. So I was walking around, and it was like a gloomy day by the seaside, but I was like, it's kind of gloomy and beautiful, so I was walking around taking loads of, like, aesthetic photos of bushes and stuff like that, and I was like, when I get back, I'm going to load up Layout, and I'm going to post a nice little aesthetic photo to celebrate the beach walk. There it is. That was my nice little, array of textures, which was quite nice. I had another one, which was, like, gloomy textures, and I kind of liked that one. That's good. I also had another one which was like more rock spaced. I decided I didn't like the white bars, and another one which was just different shades of water that I saw. That one was quite calming. But if I posted 4 of those, people would be like, Dan, F off. So whatever. And it was going like really well, and then I started walking down a hill, and it was like, I tell you now, what do you think the most dangerous floor is for, like, your health? I'll tell you now. It's really thin, wet grass, because when grass is really thin and it just gets knocked over and it's wet, it's literally just like a water slide. You know, there's like slip and slide things where you just like dive onto a tarp that someone's pouring a hose on. It was literally like that. So I was walking around and I was being like, damn, yeah, oh my god, look at that rock, man, I'm going to put the calendar filter on this thing. And then I literally went whoop with one foot and I started slipping, but I didn't instantly stack it. I leaned forward and I was like, I'm not tripping. And I did that thing where suddenly I was like looking down a hill, but I'd accelerated, and I was like, okay, I need to, like, I need to, like, run to keep up with the momentum of me tripping, and then eventually I'll slow down and laugh, and I'll be fine. You know that thing where you trip, you need to do a little hop, skip, and a jump, and then you calm down. But I started laughing because my slip was so dramatic, because my leg literally went, like, up in the air, like a cartoon, like, fully. So I was, like, slipping down this hill and running, and I was like, and that was the part where I stopped, but then I just started laughing. And because I went, like, I didn't slow down, so I just kept running. And for, like, 10 seconds, I was just, like, running really quickly straight down this hill, like, slipping constantly and laughing. And then it got to a point where I was laughing so hard, I was just flailing, and I couldn't even see what I was doing anymore, and I just I slipped, I went straight up on my back, I, like, did a jump, I, like, got air, my feet were in the air, I glided for, like, 5 seconds, and then I just went, like, flat on the ground, and I was just laughing. Everyone was like, Dan, are you okay? And I was like, that was the funniest thing that ever happened. I'm in so much pain. And I stood up and I literally had mud from my shoulder to my legs. I'll try and show you the photo. It was absolutely, I completely destroyed my coat in every level. It was a complete disaster, no matter what way you look at it. Yep, there I am, looking sad with the mud on me. And my coat was wrecked. I had to just take it off and then wrap it up and then just walk around in, like, a jumper being freezing for the rest of the day. Oh, and I sprained my wrist and my knee And then, I think it was the next day, we were going out for a walk, and I slipped over again, and I sprained my other wrist and the ankle on my other foot. So by the time we got back home after celebrating Phil's birthday, Phil was like, I've had so much cake, this was a great birthday, and I was just like, in a hospital bed, full body casket. I was just laying there like, I can't move in any way right now. So that was fun. Moral of the story is either get sensible walking shoes for when you're going on a wet country muddy walk, or maybe just don't go outside. There we go. I mean, I tempted fate by going outside for like a minute today. I mean, we all know how badly that could have gone. Say hi to Heidi Cook. What up, Heidi C? You exercised, said Abby, and I didn't die. Yet. Tempting fate, though. Another person, Kyra, you inspired me to play the piano. I guess that's good. I mean, if Arthur inspired me, then I'm really not going to think it's strange that any of you guys can be influenced by anything, to be honest. Arthur was good, though. Arthur is a wholesome show, and it's amazing. Mahari said, did you get Hamilton tickets? Yup. Got the big H tickets. Officially seeing it. Not seeing Hamilton. I'm not listening to the soundtrack. I'm not looking up anything about it. Didn't see it in New York. No spoilerinos. It is coming to England at the end of this year. I have tickets, and I'll go see it then. So all of you Hamilton fans that are like, talk about it! I will in like a year when I actually see it. There we go. I want to go so bad, said Amy. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said good things about it. I'm going in with expectations, not going to lie. But Arthur was great, you know. Every episode had, like, a good message to impart upon your life. DW was such a dick, though. Honestly, I watched, like, 2 episodes on YouTube when I was, you know, downloading that one for my YouTube clip. And I was just like, oh my god, she's such a troll. Like, what the hell? It's very rare that Arthur's a bit of a dweeb and DW's a bit of a troll, and then they even out. Most of the time, I'm just like, DW is literally the biggest troll character in the entire world. Like, Heath Ledger's Joker, good acting. Just say, compared to DW, not even close. Not even close. Like, name a villain. Moriarty? No. DW, as Sammy1921 said, is a savage. Oh yeah. How was Northern England? Cold, bleak, occasionally aesthetic. Yeah, that was good. Would you paint your nails again, said Deandra. I would, but like with my ears, it's something I forget about that I probably wouldn't be able to do. I accidentally told my professor not to kink shame me for being late, said Goofy for Goofy. Okay, wow, that's when you accidentally cross wires and you kind of out yourself for being a kink trash and then also manage to annoy a professor. Sounds like something I do. Well, Lex said, are you liking Steven Universe? I am loving Steven Universe. Me and Phil are nearly at the end of season 1, and it's just incredible. I think it's one of the best cartoons I've ever watched. I think that it was probably inspired by Adventure Time, and the success and the creative style of Adventure Time opened a lot of doors for things like random musical things, you know, the kind of humour and pop culture references. But unlike Adventure Time, which is always 100% weird and a bit stressful, Steven's a bit more relaxing, because Steven Universe is kind of set in our world, and it's just so, like, pastel-coloured, and it's so nice. One thing I will say is I wasn't ready for all this, like, linear storytelling, deep world-building episodes about, like, the history of gems from the home world, and it's, like, quite intense and dramatic, and everybody's crying. I'm like, whoa, go back to, like, weird episodes about Onion or something, because I'm watching this, and it's, like, it's stressing me out. It's good. But I'm not wanting to feel, you know what I mean? So there we go. How's your wrist? It's gonna get better. I hope. I missed you. Hope you're fine. I'm good. You know, publicly giving myself therapy from piano teachers. I love your new vid. My brand is alive, said Cynthia. Is that Piano Dan? Not even anything about it was exaggerated. I don't even know where to begin. You have a mole under your wrist. Do I? Where? You're spotting things that I can't see. That! Yep, Dan has a dot. What'd you get Phil for his birthday? If Rich Fangirl asking, The important questions. I got Phil a lava lamp, because he wanted one, and I got him a blue and green one because it goes like with his bed sheets and would look like aesthetic. I also, I mean, this doesn't count. Do you ever like buy your family things for Christmas that are like secretly for you, but then you kind of give them to the other person so they think that you're getting them a gift, but like actually it's something that you both enjoy? Anyway, I got some crystal coasters. Say what? Yup, agate, cut through the middle. Look at this. This is a crystal here that has been cut flat with little shoes so they don't damage your table, and that is a coaster. Boom. Look at that. Snazzy coasters. So, you know, like I said, I sold it as a gift for Phil. It's not, though, is it? I mean, frankly, look at me. I'm more excited about it. Indeedy. I also got Phil some gummy sushi, which he ate in one day. And one other thing, which is just incredible and hilarious, which I just stumbled across on the internet, and it's, you know, maybe slightly inappropriate. I don't even know if Phil ever wanted it or if he even likes it, but it was just so incredible and hilarious as a joke that I just had to give it to him. So I won't tell you what that is. I'll see if he wants to share that with you. There we go. Any more recommended anime? AGM, I recommend that you watch Steven Universe, even though it's not an anime. It's, you know, a Western anime. It's a cartoon. There we go. Dan, Vimto squash or Ribena squash? Ribena is more palatable. It's easy to drink. You know, it's just like a bit of Ribena. Vimto is like intense. When I was a student at Manchester University, the student union bar used to do cheeky Vimtos, which were basically just, what was it? Was it vodka and Vimto? Or was it beer and Vimto? No, it was a blue WKD and Vimto. It's like, I'm actually going to die from the amount of sugar that I'm consuming, but it's dangerously drinkable. And there we go. That's why students, especially in England, are constantly throwing up and not doing much learning. Phil's foot said, OMG, Dan, you're shirtless. Nice one. Nice one. Any paranormal happenings, Dan? I don't know, but we're tempting fate with this whole exercise thing, aren't we? Say hi to Katie and Tay. What up, Kay? See what I did there? Boom diddly oom. Dan, talk about dab or I'll break your feet. Why do people always say do something or I'll hurt you in some way? And why is it always like breaking some kind of bone in my lower body? Someone's going to say, like, talk about this or I'm going to break your pelvis. Like, that's just going to be inappropriate. I don't even know what to say to you. Yeah, if you're following the Sims series on Dan and Full Games, which you should because it's more important than real life and wholesome, you may have missed that Dylan Tabitha's child, Baby Dab, that's still a thing that we'll be eternally apologising for, has become a toddler with the most incredible hair I've ever seen in the entire world. It was just amazing. Someone said, I downloaded this app just to watch you. I'm so lame. You're not lame, Lily B. Okay, maybe a bit, but I'm not going to tell you. So, I mean, that's just incredible. If you need to, like, die of cuteness, it's a very cute episode where not too many traumatic things happen. Not too many traumatic... Dan, you threaten us with broken legs all the time. Maybe that's why people say it to you. You raise a good point that I don't want to think about. Shut up. I'm eating spaghetti, said Chemical Silence falling at the disco. Wow, that is a username right there. Jesus. Dan, your video made me choke. Don't talk about dads. What saved me, daddy? What is up with that game? Yeah, we've been quite active on the gaming channel. If you need some Dan and Phil bants in your life, then go watch the videos, because we've been uploading quite a few. Tell you what, Who's Your Daddy? That was quite funny. Other ones, that's quite funny. Quick Draw. Did you watch the video? I think it's the last one on Dan versus Full Games. Dan versus Phil Quick Draw. Oh my god. Basically, there's this Google artificial intelligence that gives you like something to draw, and you have to try and draw it with your mouse, and then it judges you compared to everyone else. And Phil was the worst person anyone that has ever played this game in your entire life. And it's like, he's okay, because you see that he was trying to draw something. He's just a special person that thinks outside the box and doesn't quite approach things from various things that you'd expect. I saw someone, was it on Tumblr or Twitter, and they were like, I think Phil's slightly autistic because of the way he oh my god, people diagnosing people with illnesses on the internet, I can't. People that are like, I am qualified with 10 minutes of reading things on Wikipedia, and I think that this YouTuber has this rare medical condition that I've diagnosed them with. This is my theory. I kind of live for it, and it makes me want to die. I remember once on 4chan, someone was trying to, like, diagnose me with some, like, weird, like, disease of the blood, and they were like, Dan's really pale, and it would explain his low energy levels, and I'm like, bruh. No, if you're not a doctor, you shouldn't just diagnose people with stuff. But, I appreciate the concern, whatever. Maybe I do. You're kind of rude to fill in that video. Was I? Uh-oh. Somebody can't handle the BANTS. Stranger Things 2. Hyped for that. It looks dramatic. It looks super dramatic. I mean, I'm excited for it, no matter what, because, it's good. I need more of it in my life. All of the new Netflix shows that have had one season are pretty good, and should have another one. When's the next Sims video? We need to know, said somebody whose name I can't find anymore. It's gonna be in, like, a few days. I think we're... what videos are we uploading next? Let me see. Let me look at my cheeky plan. It is the next Dan and Full Games video, which will be in a few days. Oh my god, we're putting a lot on YouTube at the moment, aren't we? Across Dan Is Not On Fire, Amazing Full Dan and Full Games, and our side channels. And we're jogging. We've been replaced with robots. There's absolutely no explanation for this. I'm sorry. If you've been with us for 5 years, we died in a tragic accident, and Google used their AI technology to just replace us with somebody, so you didn't realise. So yeah. Look forward to that. And I'll just say, if you think that we kind of ruined things with Dill's career and getting aliens involved and made too many weird things that Dill really shouldn't be trusted with, it gets so much worse. So look forward to that. I want to drop out of uni, but should I? Said Carrie Ann S. Well, I did. And now if my YouTube career flops, no one's going to hire me because I don't have a degree for anything. Who knows? I mean, it's up to you. Are you enjoying your degree? If not, maybe you can just change subject. Maybe you can take a year out. Maybe you can change to a different university. Maybe you can drop out and have no plan, and that's fine because, you don't need to pressure yourself. Maybe you have a plan and you want to go for it. You have a dream that you want to follow. It's really, you need to have a good internal think. Name my baby on The Sims. Go. Your baby is now called Ratlet. The world is a mess, but you saved my day. Oh, thanks. You save my day. Because when I'm sticking my head in the desert of trash that is world news, I have to say, nope, I promised people I was doing a live show in half an hour, and then I'm on here and I'm talking to you, and that's probably a lot better for my mental health. So, thanks to you too. I hope you're having a nice evening. Will you ever use the @DanHowellUser? Speaking of that, oh my god, it's been happening again. Dan Is Not On Fire, spelt with capital D-I-N-O-F. Oh my god, and it's happened a lot. Just lots of listicles. Just some comments from people, maybe new people that have started watching my videos. I was searching, I was maybe looking for somebody to quote tweet that said something funny about my video, so I was indirectly searching people that had pasted my YouTube link and @Dan Is Not On Fire earlier. And someone was like, I love this video from @Dan space is space not space on space fire, and I nearly projectile vomited on the thing. Oh no! No! Oh my god! It's the worst. It just makes me hate everything. I'm like, okay, I know a whole important, funny, ironic part of my story is that this was my YouTube account when I was 13, and I just kind of kept it, or whatever. At the same time, I really regret that. I mean, everybody has used the YouTube feature where you can just change the display name to something. So I feel like I should do that at some point. Because, Superwoman will always be Superwoman and Marcus Butler will always be TV. But you can just change the display thing like you can on Twitter. So I should at some point when I can be bothered. Stop saying no! You know what the worst thing was? Do any of you know who Owen Jones's. Maybe if you're from the UK and you're politically engaged, I'm sure you do. He's a political commentator / writer or whatever, and he DM'd me saying, oh, a bunch of people are kind of signing this anti-Trump petition letter thing, and we're going to print it in this newspaper called The Guardian. And, you know, because of peer pressure and also because that's a good idea, I was like, okay, sure, whatever, why not? And then everyone else was just like, ooh, Lily Allen, Bob Geldof, random person, this political person, yeah, whatever, Caroline Lucas, all signed this thing. But you know what I was credited as? At danisnotinteresting, with a capital D and a capital I and a capital... And I was like, okay, great, okay, wonderful. Here Dan is getting political and against all of these people with, like, integrity that are successful. He's credited. So, like, people will read the newspaper or click on this website and I'll be like, what is this? Am I reading Spanish? Danny Snot on Fire? That's so strange. Why? No! So, there we go. Great. Wonderful. At some point, I need to see what other websites people are hoarding my username on and threaten to break their legs, obviously, you know, which I've said is the thing. I threw my phone and broke it. Oops, said Tori. Are you watching this through cracked? That probably makes me look more attractive. Am I Dan? Or Dan shattered into 1,000 pieces. Finally, I can make eye contact with him without turning to stone. Is that what you're thinking? I'm going to block everybody typing Dan is not on fire with miscellaneous... Okay, there we go. Did you legit go on a run? Because lol. Yeah, I did. For half an hour. Actually, it was 40 minutes. I listened to the La La Land soundtrack and ran in tempo. So I was like, someone in the crowd could be the one. And then I was like, do, 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 do. And they were like, wow, I appreciate that immobile person struggling to run. They look like they're under a lot of difficulty. And I was like, da, 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 da. I think maybe like a Britney Spears album is more tempo consistent for exercise. I don't know. But it was a good sing-along. What did Mum say about the piano teacher? My mum? Well, I never told her she was mean. Okay, do you want to get real? Is this the point in the chat where Dan gets real for a bit? One of the big problems I had as a child was I never talked to anybody about my problems. So whether it was bullying, a French teacher that was just utterly incompetent, or a piano teacher that was being really mean and probably just a waste of the money that my mum was giving me for doing chores around the house, I just didn't tell to anybody. Now, there's lots of, we could go in and Freudian psychoanalyze Dan's issues, but the point is, you should speak to somebody. You should. If you have a problem, do not suffer in silence. Speak to a friend, or a teacher, or a sister, or another adult. You might not like your parents or your teachers or your siblings. There will be someone you can talk to. You'd be surprised. Any kind of random relative. Even if you don't think they can help in any way, it's just good to talk. Because little Dan was just like, the whole time. And now I have so many issues, honestly. They'll be with me forever. There we go. Why aren't you on Twitch, said Laura L. Because I don't stream gameplay. Maybe could. It's like another thing that I'd have to try and like build an audience on. Who knows? A lot of random people, like, I guess Felix does sometimes. PJ randomly goes on Twitch. Maybe I could. I feel like I'm still, live shows where I talk about life and stuff. That's horrible advice. Never did me any good. Horrible advice is to talk to people. That's objectively wrong. You just haven't found the right person. And life is all about finding the right people. So it's a quest that might slap you in the face a lot of times, but eventually you'll get the treasure chest of companionship. Did you say hello to the Softie groups chat? The Softies, that sounds soft and nice. And then you get in and you're talking about kinks. You little... Twitch has an IRL section now. Does it? Maybe I could go on Twitch and do it. I feel like YouNow has better chat features for that kind of stuff. Twitch is cool because you get like the custom emotes and stuff, which we could get with YouNow subscriptions. A Dan and Phil sticker. But yeah, I feel like you now with the tips, which are cool for letting me see the people that are appreciating me. Because every time one of those tip jar things pops up at the front there, I see the name. So it's like, hello, people that are being nice to me. Thank you, Zodiac Suburbia, and the person with the Russian name. And then the top fans section, Karis, not Karis. That's right. Joe Tolina, Laura and Marie. I ate Luke with Jack as the photo. Septiki. Cariana, Lords Ramos, Nell Nim, Sanderson Pie, Mother Mango, Wonderfully Rachel. Boom, that's nice. And then there's the messages. Roast the frickin' hex out of me, said Corian Amethyst PML. Wow. Dash in your name. Did somebody else already take the trash version of your trash username without the dash? Get more dashes in your username. Am I right? Dan Dash is dash, not dash on dash fire. Dash, get credited as that. The only thing that can make Dan's stupid life any worse. Jesus, could be you. Thoughts on the new Samurai Jack in March? Never watched Samurai Jack. I see people all the time that are like, Samurai Jack is the most amazing thing ever. Should I watch it? Let me know. Just stop. Okay, sorry. I'm too poor to be recognised, sent somebody in the chat. What up? Guardians Volume 2, Baby Groot is so cute. I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, because I love the first one, and yeah, solid. You know what I'm excited for? Thor 3. Dan, movie recommendation, do you want one? Hunt for the Wilder People. It's a movie. What is that guy called? Hunt for the Wilder People. I've seen lots of his movies. Taika Waititi. He's the guy. Did he do like the original screenplay for Moana or something like that? He has done lots of, like, he did a movie called Eagle vs. Shark, and it's good. Anyway, it's a movie called Hunt for the Wilder People, like wilderness, but wilder people. And you should watch it. I don't care who you are, you'll like it. If you like warm, heartwarming stories, or if you like cute stories, or if you like edgy stories, or unique, artistic, independent films, or you like QWERTY electronic soundtracks, or you just like New Zealand and filmmaking that appreciates culture, then you should go watch Hunt for the Wilder People, and it's amazing. It has a great soundtrack. The chopper ride scares me. Yeah, thanks for the chopper ride. Love that. And the proposals and the various other things. It makes me laugh. And the likes from me and me. Thank you. Hunt for the Wilder People. Watch it. It'll give you warm, fuzzy feelings. It's a good one. Recommend us some music, said Jakey Shoes. Jakey Shoot, whatever, Jake. Not gonna shame you. Something I slept on over the Christmas period because I was like listening to other things. I finally, sorry, terrible human being, I know, sorry. I finally got around to listening to Run the Jewels 3. Don't know who Run the Jewels are. Rap duo, Killer Mike. He's woke, LP. He produces incredible music. They collab. They're a group called Run the Jewels. They're incredible. They've released 3 awesome albums, and they like gave away their 3rd one for free at Christmas. It was awesome. I bought it though, and it's amazing. So if you like hip hop or just things that are good, go listen to Run the Jewels. There we go. Can you say hi to Joy and Kaylin? What up, Jalen? Your video was more creative than any movie I watched last year, said Zaria. I feel like that definitely says more about you than it does about my video, but thanks! Yeah, it was cool. I hope you liked my Evil Piano Teacher video. It was good to do a classic Dan is Not on Fire style video with the talking and the sketches and the whatevs. It's fun. By the way, I have not seen the Heavy Dirty Soul video yet. Bad, Dan. I'm gonna though, don't worry. I can give you like opinions next week. I'm on it. I've got it tabbed. Don't doubt me for a second. Dan, what is the worst thing that you did this week? Said Aunt Marie. Thanks for saying that. I mean, I don't know, would it be for you or something? I went to go see the hygienist dentist today, which is the dentist that just goes there to like scrub your gums. And as you all know, I have a self-inflicted pain kink. So going to the dentist, Jesus Christ, just sign me up, father. Yeah, it was good. So had this girl just like stabbing me in the gums, and God, it hurt so much. I was bleeding so much. Jesus Christ. Christ, deal with it. And she gave me this super weird thing. I don't know if any of you have them. I was like, flossing is such a pain in the ass, I can't be bothered. And she was like, well, you need to floss, but you should also use these other things. And they're like these really, 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 really thin metal poles, like tiny bits of metal with like a hard brush around them that looks kind of like a mascara brush. So it's like a mascara brush that's really thin, and you're just supposed to stick it between your teeth, like you get right up to the gum right behind there, and you're just supposed to like jam it between your things. And she was like, I'm going to do it for you. And I was like, do it. Hold my hand. Spit on me. Oh my god, it was like the most painful thing in my entire life. They're called Christmas trees around here. That's the most inappropriate name ever, as they deliver pain, unlike Santa. You've been a bad boy every time you use one of those, Jesus Christ. And, oh, sweet mother of God. Have I made a video about dentists yet? Maybe I should. I'll put that in my video ideas. Here we go, the birth of a Danis Not On Fire video, some point later this thing. Dentists / pain kink. There we go. That's obviously going to be the name of the final YouTube video. See, people that haven't been watching these videos and shows for ages on YouNow that are from Twitter and Tumblr and YouTube and YouTube. This is what you're missing out on. The moments of genesis where the supernova of creativity happens in Dan's mind. So look forward to that being a video at some point in the next 5 years. Say hi to Pernilla and said, Pernilla just reminds me of a character from Thorby Delson, the Danish crime drama. Pernilla Berg-Larsen. Have you seen Grave of the Fireflies? Yup. Whenever Phil is like away, I tend to watch things that would really depress him, like political or just documentaries or things like that. I watched Grave of the Fireflies and I was like, sign me up for the tear train. But it wasn't like The Notebook, which was really like sad and made me cry. I watched Grave of the Fireflies, which is an anime movie about some kids in World War II, and it was just straight up depressing. It wasn't sad like Grave of the Fireflies. I was just like. So there we go. But it was good. It was amazing. It's just not a fun watch. But then, when things are dealing with the reality of war, who says they need to be fun watches? Maybe something can be worth watching and enjoyable, but also just educate you on the state of the world and be a piece of art. You know what I mean? Jesus. Go watch a comedy if you're complaining. Those brushes are for people with no, they're not the toothbrushes, people with braces. They're these little things that you just like jam between your teeth. They're weird as hell. I don't understand. I feel like maybe they're not a thing, and it's maybe because she just saw me enjoying it. She was like, what's something that this freak would just enjoy? Yeah, give me £20 for these things that are from the dentist. And she just like made them out of a pipe cleaner and some sticky tape. Who even knows? Dan, I liked your queue earlier, my Tumblr queue. Yeah, still haven't gotten around to doing that. Dan's long list of 2017 changes. Right up there with Danis Not On Fire. Oh, that Uggo theme. But it was good. I tried to post that bloody photo on my Tumblr from Instagram like all day, and even though it shares things from my Instagram, it just wasn't posting. Weird. So I'll do that manually later. How are you today? Warm. Exercise-tastic. Which is a word. What about you? Now, something I've been thinking about is how I name these videos. Now, I was thinking, when these videos go up on YouTube, should I call them something that makes them good for people to search for when they actually want to, like, watch all of them? So should I, like, number them or say what week they're from? Two things. Americans just don't understand that other people do the date different to them, and that's okay. You know, I'm not going to drag you too hard. Objectively, Americans do the date in a way that makes no sense compared to like 90% of the world, because you do month, day, year, everyone else does day, month, year. And like I said, don't feel bad about that, but it is like just stupid. So all the Americans in every comment section of them has been like, lol at the typo in Dan's thing, and I'm like, niched. You should put them in a playlist. I should. And then I was like, what am I calling them? I guess I should like name them about some of the various topics that I talked about in the video, if ever so briefly. But I feel like it's just ugly and I need to change it because people don't understand the dates. So maybe I should just change them to... Good thing. No weeks, no numbers, no. Sorry. Okay, well, people seem to agree. I'll just change them all to like... names, normal video names, and I'll put the date in the description, which will work fine, because when you search it, that'll be fine. Number them! I could number them. I feel like if somebody sees a really long video title that's like, Dan talks about jogging because he's sweaty, dash, live show, hashtag 47, it's like, what's this? Nope. I'll discuss it. I'll contemplate it. But there we go. As much as I think the Americans have the wrong idea, I do care about them and therefore don't want to confuse them. I'm slightly offended. It's okay. America has so much to be proud of. Follow me on Tumblr, mate. Probs. Do you post aesthetic memes? Is your shit posting edgy enough for me to be thrilled by the first 10 posts? Fight me. I love your hair. Thank you, eternally, Josie. It's literally jogging sweat and nothing else. I came back inside like 5 minutes before I started this, and this is what I looked at. So it's a way of saying this is me at my worst right now. So if Hey Sweaty Dan Mess is your thing, then sure, either your standards are very low or I should take that as a little compliment. As a music student, your video touched me. I hope it was inspiring. I hope it was wholesome and good. Yeah, it was a fun week. Phil's YouTube channel is 11 years old today. Crazy. It's just, that's good. Good for him. Should Phil celebrate the date of his YouTube channel being created or the date of uploading his own first video? I feel like he needs to know what you guys celebrate more, so that's like a thing. Stop saying wholesome. No, it's like the word of the moment. There's like 2 words, death and wholesome, and that's it. And you need to just... You need to be on it, because wholesome, it's just a perfect word for really expressing a whole philosophy and way to view life. And especially after 2016, which is rough for a lot of people, it's very in right now. So, there we go. Obviously, me going for a jog just, like, shook up my insides, which are used to just not moving for days at a time. And like, I'm moving! What the hell's happening? Oh my god, veins are being reopened in limbs that Dan doesn't usually move! Oh my god! I'd be surprised if I don't, like, turn into the Hulk when I wake up tomorrow, just because my body is so shocked by the half an hour of exercise that I did while I was listening to La La Land soundtrack. So yeah, well, that's that. And that's good. Dan, before you go, tell us about more videos. Don't worry, there will be more. Dan's Not on Fire video? At some point. Maybe I'll rant about the typos of my name. Let's see. Hulk is not on fire rebranding. Yes. Yes, I have issues. It's a very sore topic. People seem to find it funny. Who knows, whatever. But yeah, gaming videos. Look forward to a Dill video. Thanks to all the people on YouTube that have watched this for a whole hour. There'll be other stuff. Phil will upload one on Thursday doing this, and it'll be cool. So there we go. YouTube notifications are just like not working for anyone at the moment. So if you're watching this and Dan is not interesting, do make sure you ring the bell. Even though it like doesn't, I swear to God, I'm watching people all the time. I'm like, Connor's new video it's not in my subscription box, whatever. Thank you, YouTube. And then I meet YouTube. I have like a meeting with an engineer, and they're like, everything works, and I'm like, what is the truth? So thanks for watching. All the people that watch this live, thank you for taking an hour out of your life to come hang out with me. I appreciate it, truly. I hope I improve your day. I hope you've had a nice time. I hope it's been pleasant. Remember that if you can't watch it live, they will always be on my Tumblr and on my YouTube channel. You can always just like watch them while you're doing chores as a podcast kind of thing, which I do with other YouTubers I follow that always upload like half an hour long videos. And yes, I hope you've had a nice time. I hope you all like the evil piano teacher video on Dan is Not on Fire. If you hadn't seen it, go watch it. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a pleasant time. Pleasant. Remember, breathe deeply and pretend to smile, because even if you're dead inside, maybe you'll briefly trick your brain into giving you some endorphins. Stay wholesome. Bye.